What's up, everybody? Welcome to the NFL draft of our Jacksonville Jaguars franchise. Let's get this going. Start draft. I'm excited. I'm stoked. Right off the bat, I guess there's no need to pause the draft quite yet. We're at pick number 5, as you can see. And hopefully we can get the players we want. Advance to the next pick. So Graham Macklin, the #1 pick of the draft, going to the St. Louis Rams. We'll go ahead and look at this over here. Every quarterback needs a favorite target. Rams hope this guy becomes that. Just picking a wide receiver, #1 overall in general, is very risky. Wide receivers are a hit and miss pick. There's a lot of busts in the first round. So to pick one first overall, definitely risky. But giving Bradford another weapon to go next to Tavon Austin, definitely, I do like that idea. They have some running backs that are actually fairly good over there too, so that could definitely open up their offense. They already have a good defense, so I can see why they did that pick. You would think they just trade down a little bit though, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Damian Jacko, the cornerback, going to the Buccaneers. Definitely, they're known for having good defenses, so I like to see that.
Now let's go over to Adam Schefter for more on this pick.
Miami's Bo Bradley was an All-American free safety for the last 2 years, but he made a late-season change to wide receiver because of injuries, and he actually played pretty well. When the injured starters returned, Bradley returned to free safety, but surprised everyone when he declared for the NFL draft as a wideout, saying he wanted to be targeted on purpose. Bradley has work to do if he's going to be an elite wide receiver, but Matt Miller tells me that he's not worried. If anyone can do it, it's Bradley.
Well, there you have it. Bo Bradley, #3 overall to the New York Giants. Now, what I do not get is that audio is so low, it was kind of hard to hear. The music almost drowns him out completely in this Madden. I don't know if anybody else noticed that. I hope you guys can hear it in the video because it was definitely a lot lower. It was harder to hear, but anyway.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Alright, first things first, I am pausing the draft. Titans going with the left tackle, Samuel Brodesky. Make your pick. Well, we have some offers. Let's look what we have. First round pick this year. So I'll have to see where the Texans are picking and where the Vikings are picking, because I really didn't have a target necessarily that I felt glued to. Now, if I do this, I will also get another second this year, but if I go with the Texans, I will have another first for next year, which I like the idea of that. Titans, no, I don't know that I want to trade out of the first round altogether. I don't know. We'll see. Saints also there. Ravens, we know they're all in the back of the pack, though. So ultimately, I think the best bet's probably going to be the Texans, who are in our division, interestingly enough, or the Vikings. So let's go back. Let's figure out where they all are drafting before we move forward at all. There we go. Alright, so the Vikings are at 14. So right off the bat, they're the more likely destination. But the Texans are picking 22nd. And again, I will also have a first round pick next year. I don't really think there was anybody here in the first round that I really felt glued to as a prospect. You know what? I never got a quarterback. I do need a quarterback. So let's look at these quarterbacks. Let's see what we have here. Throw power, short throw accuracy. Wow, alright. Medium throw. Alright, well maybe I am going to have to get somebody here. Strength, nice strength. I didn't scout all that. I should have scouted quarterbacks more. My mind just blanked on it, honestly. And I feel pretty comfortable with Joswiak. I don't know if I want to say Joswiak every single game. That sounds like a pain to me. 12th pick. Now, if he's not available, this guy seems... I mean, look, there's some solid options way down here. There's some solid options down here. Let's see. 6th round, and then I believe, yeah, I think this was the other one, right? No, it was way up here. I'm sorry. So 6th round and 4th round. I mean, there's different options I have. I like this guy. I mean, this Joswiak seems like a solid player. But then picking up 2 picks, a 1st rounder next year too. Do I take the chance? Do I see if he falls? Maybe if he pulls an Aaron Rodgers or something like that, a Matt Leinart, where he just continues to drop further and further? Or do I go ahead and select him now and not take that chance? Pretty much, if I'm not getting Joswiak, out of the players I scouted, which I didn't scout some of these guys here. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't scout them. I don't remember why I didn't scout them, but... I mean, I have these guys to fall back on, is my thinking. Now, his throw power is not very good, but accuracy they are okay. Alright. I kind of want Joswiak. I don't really want to... I don't know that I want to risk it. It's such a tough decision. Huh. Alright, let's see how far back they are. He's projected to go 12th. Alright. There's no way he makes it that far. Half of these teams here need a quarterback. There's no way he makes it that far. Now, does he make it to the 14th pick? Even then, I don't know that he does. Because the Vikings are probably going to take a quarterback. The Browns need a quarterback. The Raiders need a quarterback. The Bears arguably need a quarterback. I know Cutler gets a lot of love, and in this game, he probably would stay there. But the Dolphins, another team, they need a quarterback. I mean, Tannehill, but... Oh, I really want these extra picks, but I don't want to miss out on Joswiak. I feel like Joswiak would be... I really want to pick him. Alright, well the Dolphins, wait, is that the Dolphins offered me a pick? I can trade one down. Pick up a 5th rounder. Where are the Packers at? I don't know that the Packers had a great season. Yeah, they're way back there. Alright, well I can trade down one, pick up a 5th rounder. I doubt they're going to pick Joswiak. Gosh, if they do, that would be the worst thing ever. Alright. Alright. We did it. Picked up a 5th round pick.
The Jaguars are now...
They went with Ponder. I am so glad they went with Ponder. So that makes Joswiak available. We're going to go with Joswiak here. I would like to bring in at least competition at the quarterback position. Van Joswiak. Such an awesome name. Might be a pain to start calling out over and over. Joswiak dropping? I don't know. We'll find out. But there we have it. Alright. Definitely found a quarterback. I feel confident with him. He seemed to have pretty good accuracy and definitely good throw power. He's pretty strong. Not going to have the mobility that Matt Scott brought to the table, but that's okay too. No!
Week in and week out this year, it was a highlight reel showdown between corner Cecil Spence out of Cal and Evan Bell out of Pitt. Bell went on to win the DB of the Year award, but after recovering from a hamstring injury, it was Spence who ran a faster 40 at his pro day. It's too early to tell who will be the better pro, but this team is betting on Spence.
And now here's Adam Schefter with more on this latest pick.
Week in and week out this year, it was a highlight reel showdown between Cecil Spence, a free safety out of Cal, and cornerback Evan Bell out of Pitt. The two locked down wide receivers all year, but it was Bell who snagged the DB of the Year award as the best secondary player in college football, and he followed that up with a dominating combine. He's the best corner in this draft, hands down. Expect big things from this kid. Very big.
All right. Wow, I definitely did not mean to do that. I meant to just hit the next pick. I accidentally hit next user pick, so I apologize for that. But we will go over all these picks really fast. Obviously, we got Van Joswiak. The Bears got a middle linebacker. Here we go, right into the Steelers. Cecil Spence, who they just talked about going to the Raiders. So he ended up beating out Evan Bell. That would be cool to see. Millard going to the Colts, another weapon for Andrew Luck, a left tackle to the Cardinals, defensive tackle to the Bengals, tight end to the Browns. What are the Browns doing, man? Come on. You're picking a tight end in the first round when you have so many needs, and you have Jordan Cameron. Jordan Cameron, right? Jordan Cameron? I think it's Jordan Cameron. What, like, I mean, in this game, I don't really think he's... No, he is still pretty good in this game. He might not be as good in this game as he is in real life, simply because I started this season fairly early. But still, what are you... Browns, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, gosh, they're just going to be bad forever. Sorry to all the Browns fans that had to witness that pick. Oh, the Vikings going with the linebacker, and then Evan Bell, the cornerback, also going to the Rams. We saw their wide receiver pick earlier. So they're definitely stocking up on some playmakers. They're going to make a run of that NFC West. That's I don't know if this was their pick or the Redskins pick that they got, but Smoot, a strong safety, going to the Patriots. Atwater, who I believe I liked a lot when I scouted him. I believe I did like him a lot. Going to the Jets. Another running back for the Panthers. Like, again, what are you doing, Panthers? D'Angelo Williams, Jonathan Stewart. You even have the guy out of Oregon. I mean, what are you doing, Panthers? I had the same problem last season, I believe. On my old 49ers franchise, I believe they drafted a running back too. Like, what are you doing? The guy, I don't know. Ruff, I liked him a lot. He is going to the Texans, which is not good for me. I struggled with their defense anyway. I thought he was like the best player along the line. That's not good. Defensive tackle, left guard, wide receiver. A wide receiver going to the Lions in the first round. Who would have ever seen that coming? Like, seriously, not me. Oh, goodness. Right guard, also going to the Colts. Wide receiver, just going along here. And the 49ers going with the running back. That's interesting. They're just drafting another running back every single year till Frank Gore retires. Hoping one of them sticks, I suppose. On to the second round. And it's our pick, which I have options to trade down again before. I feel like there was somebody here that I really felt like I needed to get now, though, and he might already be gone after looking at that first round. Is he? No, it's Cameron Martin, right? I definitely want Cameron Martin, but I think he will be available for my pick later. Do I really want to risk that? I might not take that risk. I'll have to see what some of those picks are. But there was somebody I wanted as an early second round pick. I'm trying to remember who it was. He might already be gone. Might already be gone. No. It was third round pick. Who was the guy I wanted in the second round? I have no idea. I'm forgetting. That's not good that I'm forgetting. I shouldn't forget that. Well, it was somebody that was supposed to go early in the second round, so he probably already went. So let's go ahead and look at these offers. See what we have. And just a pick from the Bucs next year. I really don't want to risk missing out on who I need to draft. So, as much as I would love to have a first round pick next year, I want to make sure I get my players now while I can. If I was already a contending team and I had depth everywhere, I would totally do that trade. Right now, I need to get the guys that are going to help me win. So, And none of these tight ends really stood out to me, if I remember correctly. Left tackle, obviously I don't need to tackle. Left guard, you know, I feel like I'll have to see if there was somebody ahead of him. I'd feel a little bit better about it, but there's not even anybody ahead of him that makes me feel okay. And let me just double check, making sure I'm not forgetting anybody over here. Yeah, like none of these guys really stand out. This guy I kind of like, but he's way down there. And I don't need a right end, so. Defensive tackle, was this wasn't it, was it? I mean, yeah. So the guy must have already gone. I'm sure a lot of you guys are yelling in the comments who the player was, and maybe I didn't forget him, and maybe I'm just like overlooking him right now. But I remember thinking I needed a defensive tackle. There was nobody there. A left end, there was nobody really there. And then I need some guards, and Cameron Martin's it. So trading down's not really an option. I mean, it is. Let me see where my second pick is. I don't really want to risk it, though. '23rd pick. You know, I'm reaching for him, but you know, one thing, you have to get who you feel comfortable with. I feel comfortable with this guy. Whoop, one position up. I don't want to risk missing out on Cameron Martin. I don't. Like, this is what I need. Good run block, better run block than everybody else. Good pass block, like, this is who I need to get right here. I don't want to risk missing him. So I'm going to go ahead and take him. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake because I reached for him early, but you know what? We got to do what we got to do. So, resume draft, advance, next pick. Not all picks.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
So we'll just kind of continue doing this. See what everybody's been picking. Another. What? Why did the 49ers get another running back? They just drafted a running back in the first round. How many running backs do you want to have? You know what? This is actually pretty good because this means they're probably going to cut some of their players, which is fine by me. I would gladly pick up Kendall Hunter, LaMichael James, Marcus Lattimore. Release them. Let me take them all, please. I don't know what they're doing.
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock.
Browns finally get a quarterback. Hopefully it's pretty good for him.
The Redskins are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Hey, the Texans just drafted another running back. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Kayshawn Fields, the third-string running back that will be torching me next season. Also have offers to trade down here. Second-round pick and a seventh-round pick next year from the Panthers. That's not enticing to me at all. I mean, I'd rather just use my pick this year, so. Alright, so now, again, I need to find these players that I know I want to have. If I need to wait on them, if I can wait on them, you know, I might as well. Left end, and again, I feel like this guy's, you know, a lot better. I guess I can look at both of them from here. Like, I almost feel like it's worth just kind of waiting them out. Now, this guy seems to be okay. Or this guy, I'm sorry. His problem way down here is awareness. Now, everything else, he seems to be better. The best of the group. But his awareness is really not that good. This guy is pretty big. I mean, if I want to use my pick, oh, wait, he's overall. Oh, wait. Yeah, see, overall he's an F. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel like he's an F overall. But he's like such a late pick anyway. But this guy's an overall D, and I don't see him being that bad. Defensive tackle. What can we find here? Alright, looks like this might have to be my guy. He's a late third-round pick. I'd rather just grab him now than risk losing him. Well, I have an early third-round pick. I don't think he'll be gone by then because at least have this guy here. But if people need defensive tackles, they might go for it. I want to take him while I can. I know I'm reaching for some players right now, but again, I'd rather get players I know I can trust than run the risk of not getting the player I'm looking at that I've scouted and then having to blindly guess at who's going to fit my team. Like, I don't want to end up in that situation. So it's the move I had to make. I hope it works out.
The Packers are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock.
See if they draft 2 more running backs here.
The 49ers are now
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? They have drafted 3 running backs in the first 2 rounds of this draft.
the Broncos.
Oh my gosh! No! 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 Are you kidding me? Look at this. Running back. Running back. Oh my gosh. Running back. They're drafting every running back available. Running back. Are you kidding me? That is just bizarre. I don't know what to even say.
The Saints are now on the clock.
I don't.
The Bills are now on the
Oh, there are going to be a lot of running backs available in free agency.
The Jets are now on the clock.
No. It lagged a little bit. Lagging on me.
The Giants are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the
Here we go.
clock. The Jaguars are now
Oh, they didn't get a running back. It's amazing. Alright, pause draft. Wow. That's just silly. Alright, here we go. Left end. He's a D overall. I don't think he's that bad. I mean, looking around, I'm blind on a lot of these guys. Not that. His name's Lucky. Lucky Amirau. Amira? Yeah, Amir. I don't want to be saying that name over and over all season long. Like, again, I don't really need that position. Now, I don't know why I didn't scout this guy. It seems a little bit weird to me that I didn't scout him. I would have imagined I would. I'm going to go ahead and take a flyer on him. I feel like I got most of what else I'm looking for right now. I feel like I can wait on the players I'm not sure about. So I'm going to go ahead and take a flyer on Colin Gallagher. I'm surprised again. I'm trying to figure out why he's not scouted. I don't know. Hopefully he turns out to be okay. I don't really have much of a choice. I'm just going to take a flyer on him and we'll see how it turns out.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Colts are now
Just
on
going through.
the Cardinals are now on the
Again, there really hasn't been that many storyline players.
The Browns are now
I think
on
we've
the
only had, what, 3 so
The
far?
Vikings are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. Now let's go over to Adam Schefter for more on this pick.
2 years ago, Penn State linebacker Mike Thompson was the biggest defensive star in college football. But after a year of fighting Crohn's disease, his season was marred with inconsistency. He was impressive at the senior all-star game, but a rough combine did not help his draft stock. This team obviously believes that he's worth the pick, and he just needs a little more time to develop and gain strength. We'll see if this pick was worth it a few years from now.
He would have been somebody worth drafting, but anyway, I remember thinking he didn't look all that good, so there you have
The
it.
Jets are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock.
Just going through some of the guys here.
Now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
I'm thinking we're probably coming up.
The Ravens are now on the clock. The Packers are now on
Somewhere up here.
the Chiefs are now on
Uh-oh. Oh, no, we did not have a second, third round pick. Hey, they didn't draft a line or a running back.
are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Pause draft, and nobody's offering trades, so I need to make a selection. Alright, so I took a flyer last time. Was that other quarterback that I liked still here? He is. You know what? He might be a good just into the bench guy. Now, granted, I do have Matt Scott, and I did sign B.J. Daniels, so I don't really need him. Running back, I'm down to look at some running backs. The one, there's some like huge guys here, like 242, 241. There was one guy that kind of stood out. I don't know if he's still here. Was it this guy? Yeah, it was DeMarco Mayes. I do like this guy. Yeah, I like this guy a lot. But he is a late round pick, right? Yeah, he's 6th round. Now, did I scout these guys a lot? I didn't really scout any of the running backs all too much. Again, one of these guys might just be worth taking a flyer on. Just as a backup. I mean, this guy's huge. 242. This guy's not as big, but he has nice size. I mean, he's 6'3". I just didn't scout him. He's also younger, but I really have no idea one way or another who's better of those players. That would just be a question. Tight end, I know it's got a tight end. None of the tight ends in this class really impressed me at all. I mean, honestly, they all just seem kind of average. I don't really want to waste a pick on the 3rd round on a player I'm almost positive is only average. I mean, again, Gore, this guy looked pretty good outside of his awareness. If I could just get his awareness up, he might be a pretty solid player. I did get that one defensive tackle earlier, a middle linebacker. Somebody next to Slusny might be nice, but I really can't think of a huge need. I guess I'll look at scouted really fast of the players I still have scouted who's available. No. I don't remember seeing this guy. Oh, yeah, that was just the player. I just had those two on. Right guard. I just drafted a right guard blindly. None of the rest were all that good. Oh, maybe I did draft. I don't know. Maybe I did scout that right guard I drafted earlier. Left guard, tight end. Honestly, I don't really think there's anybody here. I might just take a flyer on a player. There's not really much else I can think of, so let's just go to available. Wide receivers, I have 4 wide receivers. I don't. But left linebacker, again, it's just a flyer. I believe we already have Latulele at left linebacker. If anything, Hayes could be replaced at right linebacker. Strong safety, we don't really need anybody. Free safety, here we go, right linebacker. But he's only 5'11". And neither of these guys had very good production throughout college. This guy had pretty good production. He's 6'4". Went to a small school, though, so that could be it. I like his height, 6'4". I'm taking a flyer on somebody. I mean, it might as well be a guy that I like his size. I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air. Right now. There's just a lot of players I don't really... Should I go with Maddox or should I go with the wide receiver? You know what? I might... I don't know. And he had good production. Granted, it's Houston. We'll go with Maddox. No. Yes, no. Number 21, Neon Dion. Let's do it. I don't know. That was just a blind pick. I probably shouldn't. Let's just, well, we'll do this still. For all of those that want to see... Oh, well, here's our other pick. For all of these that want to see who your team is drafting and so on and so forth. Alright, let's go back to scouted. I really like this DeMarco Mayes. Hey, he's not going to be picked yet, though. That's just the thing. Alright, we'll go with this guy. I mean, he tested out as an average player, but I just liked everything I read about him, I guess, so why not?
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
hopefully it pans out okay. I want to be really upset if this whole draft was just terrible.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Steelers are now
All right. And again, I'm just going to go through this quickly. If you guys are interested in seeing who your team is drafting,
The Bengals are now on the clock.
definitely a pretty good way of just kind of briefly checking that out.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Gerard Likely. That was an interesting name.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Patriots starting to prep for Brady leaving.
Falcons are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock.
Texans, Elijah Curtis, probably be throwing some interceptions his way. A punter in the 4th round. Guy must be amazing.
Ravens are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock.
Hey, they haven't drafted a running back
Saints are now
lately.
on the clock.
That's
The
good.
Bills are now on the clock.
Another punter.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on
Now we have 2 picks back to back, and we have the option to trade down. I am not going to trade down. It's probably honestly just for a pick 1 round earlier in the next season. The reason I'm not going to trade down is because I want to get the players. No! Okay, he's here. I want to get these players before they go. I don't want to risk them getting drafted, so I am going to go ahead and select DeMarco Maez.
Jaguars are now on the clock.
And we have another pick. And with that pick, we'll see. I don't know that I want to draft the other guy yet. So if I have the option to trade this pick down, I might actually do it. Do I have the option? No, I don't. Well, I should have just done it. I forgot I had the pick after. I should have just traded that other pick down, and then, oh well. And then that 6'4" wide receiver I actually kind of liked is gone. I'm kind of interested to see how that guy turns out. Stanford, 6'2", projected to be in the 3rd round. His production's not all that there. This guy's production's a little bit better, but he's a left linebacker. I don't really need a left linebacker. I wonder if I just... Then this guy, let's see. I try to match their production mixed with their size and their college. That's usually how I try to find busts if I have not scouted anybody. That's my way of usually going about things. Like, Stanford played some good competition, and he performed okay, 65. That's usually the way I do things. Now, this guy, 6'4", decent production in college. That's usually how I go about trying to find potential players. Now let's just look at the production only. Now see, this is good right here. 7th round pick. I might check this guy out in the 7th round. Now it doesn't always work out that way. That's just kind of something I try to do. But see, usually their production, if they're projected as late round picks, it's usually against smaller schools and not all that good. So. And this guy's undrafted, but, that's pretty good. Colorado, I mean, that's just something I've always tried to do. So, I don't know if that's actually a good idea or not or what, but this is what I've always tried. Did I really screw all that up? Alright, let's just exit out and go right back into it. Who am I going to pick? I'm glad I got DeMarco Maez. I feel good about that guy. Might just go with this guy, just for depth.
The Bears are now on the clock.
Plus, I kind of like his name, Kendrick Malone Huff. I like it.
Steelers are now on
I can just resume this. There really wasn't many draft stories. It's kind of a bummer. I was hoping for more.
Colts are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
So I feel like I got every position that I need.
Are now on the clock.
I think at this point, it's really just me trying to.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Do I have another one here?
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
I feel like I got every position I really need. Now I'm just trying to find the best talent I possibly can. I mean, 2nd round player right here. I don't know why he still hasn't gone. Now I just want to find the best talent. So, and I'm going to go with Gore. He's graded out as an F, but he really looks very good all the way across except for his awareness. That's his only downside. So,
The Falcons are now on the clock.
going to go with Gore. I can try to improve his awareness.
The Chargers are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
So once I pick the players at the positions that I need, which I feel like I did a pretty good job at finding them, I hope one of these guys is not a bust. As long as I don't have a bust among them, I should be pretty good in terms of getting players that are going to fit my team and position needs, and then that's why I'm just kind of searching for.
Jaguars are now on the clock.
I can't trade this pick. I might do that. Let's see. It's probably a 5th rounder next year if I had to guess. A 4th rounder next year. Wow, okay. Let me see about these players. Second. Now, I do kind of like this guy. But he should probably still be available. He should still be available. So yeah, obviously I want to get a 4th rounder next year. That's a great deal. So we will accept. Cool. Alright.
The Giants are now on the
And there goes that wide receiver that was projected in the 2nd round. I'm kind of interested. I wonder if he's like this really baller player and he just somehow slipped, and who knows. I'm kind of interested in checking out the Chargers roster.
The Titans are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
And again, I have the option to trade down. If it's another 4th round pick, it is. I can do that. I do have 2 7th round picks. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's good value. The only player I'm really looking at anymore is that running back. Everybody else would just be a blind guess. And I already picked one running back I was really excited about. I just think he'd be a good 7th round steal. So,
Are now on the clock.
whoop. I didn't mean to do that.
The Bears are now on the clock. The
All right.
are now
We're
on
almost there.
the Colts are now on
I know this is going to be a pretty long episode, obviously, but I just really kind of wanted to show all the picks for those interested. I know some, like I always like seeing what the 49ers are doing whenever they come up. I know other people feel the same way. So,
the Panthers
here we
are now
go.
on the clock.
Plus, this kind of sums up the whole offseason. After this, there's really nothing to do, I don't think. I think we just go right to the regular season.
Lions are now on the clock.
So I might need to sign some players to kind of fill roster holes. Hopefully, I did an okay job of that.
Ravens are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock.
There was that quarterback I was kind of excited about, too.
The 49ers
I feel like.
are now on the clock.
Niners, left
The
tackle.
Saints are now on the
Niners had a lot of draft picks.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Alright, now I just want to pick up that running back, if he is available. I hope he is. He is.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Just a late round, see what he can become type player.
The Titans are now on the clock.
Might try to move him to fullback. Have the option to trade. 6th round pick next year. I kind of want to see if I can find a steal. I might do it. Well, let's just look around, see if there's a player that sticks out to us, and if not, we'll probably just go ahead and accept that. I feel like there's a quarterback that I thought looked pretty cool. Oh yeah, this guy, look. Well, both of them. But he's Alcorn State. This guy was pretty successful at Colorado. Not a huge football school, but enough to intrigue me into drafting him. How about that? I mean, a 6th round pick next year, I'll probably just trade anyway.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Colts,
Plus, it'd be fun to use that guy during preseason to see what he can do.
the Bengals are now on the clock. The Jets
We are almost there. No, I hit the wrong button. Don't judge me. Alright.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Almost
Jets
there.
are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock.
Raheem Reed. Alright, they didn't get another running back. They used, what, 4 picks in a row on running backs, though?
Now on the clock. The
Like, use the late round picks on running back. Niners, what are you doing? That's so weird.
Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock.
All right.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
They had a ton of picks. And the Bills, the Super Bowl champion Bills. Oh, that's funny. That's really weird. Rookie signings. Here we have it, guys. Let's hope we did good. I'm nervous. I am so nervous. 83 overall. Okay. 78, 76, 73. I mean, not great, honestly, but I feel like this was actually a pretty weak draft. I could be wrong in saying that, but I really do feel like this was a pretty weak draft. I mean, this guy was horrible. Like, he really didn't rank out all that bad. Like, I don't get it. But, and Gore, same thing. Gore was like pretty good everywhere except for the fact. And look at this quarterback, 74 overall, way down there. And honestly, I might be able to move him to receiver. His catch wasn't all that bad, or cornerback or something. I didn't really draft on personality, which I should have looked into a little bit more. No, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to look at position. No, I can't look at position from here. Okay, well, I just wanted to see all of his throwing stats. Is he fast? No, I mean, he's alright. Not really. Deep throw accuracy, 77 to 83. 72, 72, 86, 84. Yeah, this guy was definitely good. Accuracy-wise. Van Joswiak. Glad we could pick him up. He's only 22, so he can definitely improve more so. The rest of the draft, it really wasn't all that good of a draft. I mean, 64 overall. This guy was a 54. I mean, it wasn't really a good draft. I do think this draft was, like I said, was pretty weak overall, though. Let's just actually, like, yeah, 80 overall. 74. I can just do this. 80. What team was that? The Packers. Oh, the Packers got another tight end. 78 overall. I mean, if you look around, this was a pretty weak draft. So I can't hate myself too much. This team got 280s, and they're both cornerbacks. Cecil Spence actually is one of them. Going to the Raiders. Rams got 380s. Evan Bell, one of them. Wow, Rams had a really, really good draft. Good for them. Watch out, NFC West. 86 overall. A center. That's what I needed, too. But I actually signed the one guy in free agency. Obviously, this guy would have been a better pick. Good job, Ravens. Just briefly going through all this for anybody interested. Seahawks got an 83 overall wide receiver. Just another weapon for them. And yeah, like usually you'll find a lot more 80s going through this. This really was just a weak draft. It's unfortunate. 87 overall, right? Oh, I was looking at that guy too. I was looking at this guy. Vikings, I hate you. And then they got a quarterback late. I mean, there was a lot of pretty good quarterbacks throughout this draft. It was a pretty weak draft, but there was a lot of good cornerbacks. Offensive lineman was all right too. Bills, and there's, yeah, if you look around, I mean, it's really, it's kind of a disappointing draft class. Here's a few 80s and a high 70 to the Browns. So the Browns did get their quarterback. This guy, I mean, he's actually better than the quarterback I got. So I didn't really need to take that shot on Wozniak, but they had a pretty good draft. Good for them. I was wrong to criticize. 80 overall for the Buccaneers. Let's see, my voice just cracked. There's a 75 way down there quarterback. I mean, look at this. Quarterback in the 6th round, 79. There was a ton of good quarterbacks in this draft. I really didn't need to take that guy first overall, but there really wasn't another option that I saw. Dale Ott, I needed a left guard. Maybe I should have gone with him. I don't know. Chiefs. Colts, 81 overall. Cowboys, they got an 80 punter. Their first pick was in the 4th round. Dolphins, 84 free safety. Nice. Good pickup for them. Just a horrible, horrible draft for the Eagles. Their first pick was in the 4th round. They just struck out on everything. Falcons. They got a few 80s down here. They got a right end and a left tackle. Good for them. All right, 49ers. You drafted running backs up the wazoo. How did they turn out? All horrible. All 49ers. What are you doing? running back, running back, running back, running right. 3 running backs in the second round and 1 in the first round. What are you doing? Like, seriously, what are you doing? Come on, man. Come on, man. Ah, they got a 76 right tackle. 71 left tackle. Come on, man. I don't know. Oh, that's the an 80 down there? No. And then there we are again. So, overall, we did have a decent draft compared to a lot of the teams out there. It was a really tough draft to work with. There really wasn't a lot of star talent around. I mean, there was, but I mean, look at this, 74. The quarterbacks, there was just everywhere. But ultimately, it is what it is. We got players I feel like are going to help our team out, and we'll just kind of have to wait and see how it all turns out. So here we go, moving on to the preseason, and as of now, we are officially the Chicago Cougars. So no more Jacksonville Jaguars. Good luck to you, Jacksonville, in the future. We are moving on. And trade offers for Pizluzny. I will probably accept one of those and just try to sign a middle linebacker because we do have Ray Lewis. Stadium. Our stadium is not 28th overall. Well, we haven't played a game in it yet. I feel like that's going to make a difference. And our first game's actually Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Let's go ahead and look at our depth chart because let's just look this through really fast. Which, to be fair, I really don't know that I'm going to change too much here. This might be in my intro to season 2 episode, but we'll look at it just to kind of see what we have. We'll go through, you know what, let's just do all that in the intro to season 2 video. This was the off-season video. The off-season video is over. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the off-season, let me know. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and join Sneaky Nation if you have not already. All your support really does help me out, guys. I cannot stress that enough, and I'm very appreciative to every single one of you, everyone who leaves a like, everyone who leaves a comment, everyone who even watches my videos. Like, you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, and Chicago Cougars, here we come, guys. I will see y'all in Season 2 of our Jacksonville Jaguars franchise. Later, Sneaky Nation.